Your heart beats, but do you feel it? Each pulse is a reminder that you're alive, yet something inside whispers that you're not truly living. There's a weight you carry, invisible, but crushing. It's not sadness, not quite, but a quiet ache that lingers like an uninvited guest. You've called it many names: stress, exhaustion, maybe even depression. But what if it's something deeper, something you've sculpted with your own hands? The mirror reflects your face, but not your truth. Behind your eyes, a war rages, one you fight without ever naming the enemy. This isn't about the world outside, though it's easy to blame it. The chaos isn't in your circumstances, it's in the architecture of your thoughts. You've built a fortress of doubt, brick by brick. Each self-critical thought is a stone, each fear a lock you've fastened yourself. Schopenhauer saw it clearly. The greatest battles are not with the world, but within the mind. Your struggle is a silent rebellion against your own existence. You wake each morning to the same quiet dread. It's not the day that burdens you. It's the story you've written about who you are. You tell yourself you're flawed, not enough, destined to falter. But who taught you this narrative, and why do you recite it like gospel? The truth stings. You are both the prisoner and the jailer. The chains you feel were forged in moments you chose to believe you were less. It's not depression that binds you, it's self-deception. You've convinced yourself the weight is inevitable, but it's a lie you've learned to love. This lie is comfortable, a familiar shadow you've grown accustomed to. It's easier to stay in its embrace than to face the light of what could be. Yet deep within, a spark resists. It's the part of you that knows this war isn't your destiny, that you were meant for more. You've been taught that self-criticism is growth, that harshness is discipline, but no one warned you it could become a poison, slow and insidious. This poison seeps into every choice, every dream you've deferred. It whispers that safety lies in staying small, but safety is a cage. Imagine stripping away the lies you've told yourself. What remains is not a void, but a version of you unburdened, raw, and fiercely alive. You're not broken, you're battle-worn. Each scar is proof you've endured, each wound a map to where your strength hides. The war within doesn't end with louder weapons. It ends when you stop fighting yourself and start listening to the voice you've silenced. That voice isn't your enemy. It's your guide, distorted by years of mistrust. It screams not to harm you, but to wake you from this trance. Schopenhauer knew pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. You can't escape the storm, but you can learn to dance in its rain. You've normalized the chaos, made it your home. But a home built on self-destruction is no sanctuary. It's a labyrinth with no exit. The world moves on, relentless, while you wrestle ghosts. Every moment spent battling yourself is a moment stolen from your true purpose. Your dreams starve while you feed your doubts. The distraction of this internal war is the real thief, not the pain you cling to. You're not fighting to lose, you're fighting to awaken. This struggle is the friction of a soul refusing to stay asleep. Look at your hands, what have they built? They've crafted both your chains and the key to your freedom if you dare to use it. The enemy isn't your fear, it's your refusal to see it clearly. Fear isn't a wall, it's a door, and you hold the handle. Self-mastery isn't silencing the noise in your mind, it's learning to walk through it, to act even when the doubts scream loudest. You've been the soldier too long, reactive and wounded. Become the strategist, observing your mind's tricks without falling for them. Every step you take despite the weight is a victory. Each choice to move forward dilutes the power of your inner saboteur. The irony is brutal. You've fought yourself to protect yourself. But protection that isolates you from life is no salvation. Time doesn't pause for your internal battles. The years slip by, and the cost of this war is the life you could have lived. You're not a victim of your mind, you're its architect. The structure can be rebuilt, but only if you stop reinforcing the old walls. Comfort in pain is a dangerous addiction. It's the drug that keeps you from risking failure, from stepping into the unknown. The unknown isn't your enemy, it's your liberation. Beyond the familiar ache lies a world where you don't have to fight to exist. You've mistaken surrender for defeat, but it's the opposite. Surrendering to your truth is the courage to stop waging war on yourself. Your mind is a battlefield, but it's also a canvas. Stop carving wounds and start painting the life you've been too afraid to claim. The spark within you isn't fragile, it's indestructible. It's survived every doubt, every wound, and it's still burning for a reason. You're not here to endure. You're here to transform. Pain is the raw material, but you decide what it becomes. The war within is a signal, not a sentence. It's your soul demanding you stop hiding and start becoming who you've always been. You've carried this weight because you're strong enough to bear it. Now imagine what you could carry if you chose freedom instead. The world will keep spinning, indifferent to your struggle. But you can choose to step off the battlefield and into your own story. This isn't about fixing yourself, you're not broken. It's about remembering you were never meant to live in fragments. Every moment you choose to act, to create, to live despite the noise, you reclaim a piece of yourself. That's the real victory. Quiet, but unshakable. You're not alone in this war. Countless others fight it too. But the battle is yours to end, and it starts with a single choice. What would happen if you laid down your weapons today? What life awaits on the other side of the war you've waged within?